Justin Crumley here with the Cujo Productions channel. Welcome to another edition of Cujo Productions Comic Book Haul. You guys know what this is? Let's get right to it. So first up is Venomized, #1. This is a weekly miniseries, small event. I guess miniseries is what I'll call it, but it's like I think it's a sequel to Venomverse. And yeah, so I liked Venomverse. I thought it was pretty good. Colin Bunn is doing the writing for this, and he's a pretty good writer, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Venom's been getting a lot of attention lately, probably because of the new movie. Let's hope it doesn't suck. Up next is Avengers No Surrender. This is number 687. I'm actually not sure what part this is, because this is a variant cover, and it doesn't have the part on it, so this is a really cool looking cover, though. It's like got Red Skull and like this mind control thing going. It's also got like classic Thor, classic Wolverine on the cover, so I think this is like reminiscent of Uncanny Avengers, but it's Avengers No Surrender, so that's kind of cool. You guys know my opinion on this. This has been a really cool series so far, and I'm still enjoying it, and I'm curious to see how it's going to wrap up, because we're getting close to the end of this. We're getting close to the end, and I'm really curious to see how it wraps up. I just can't get over how cool that cover is, though. Look how, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, because the color in this room is not very good, but colors just pop right off of the cover. I think this is a really good cover. Up next, we have Batman, number 44. This is another really cool cover. I love how it's Bruce Wayne looking in the mirror and seeing Batman. And there's something about this cover. It kind of makes me think of the Telltale games. Batman, the Telltale series. I haven't played the second season yet, just the first one, but yeah, I mean, like, am I the only one that kind of gets that vibe, like the Batman Telltale series vibe? I might be the only one, and that's okay. If not, awesome. But either way, this is a really cool cover, and this is a really cool comic book. I definitely suggest people pick this one up, unless you're not a fan of Batman, in which, yeah, don't. What are you doing at that point? Don't do that. Don't pick up comic books you don't like. Moving on. X-Men Gold, number 25. This comic book was $4.99. The 25th issue, I guess that's a landmark. Actually, it is. This is the continuation of the Cruel and Unusual storyline with one Kitty Pryde's X-Men team locked up in a facility specifically designed to hold mutants. I'm going to leave that in because screw it, why not? Anyway, I'm really digging this story. And much like, man, really cool looking cover here too. This is like the week of good cover art. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Up next is another variant cover, but it is Amazing Spider-Man number 798. We're getting close to the 800th issue. Wonder how much that one's going to cost. Anyway, this is... I forgot what storyline this was. I'm stupid. I forgot the name of the storyline, but cover is Spider-Man and Green Goblin fighting each other. I think it's like Norman Osborn has the Carnage symbiote. I read so many comic books, I often forget like the title of the story arc going on, unless it's on the comic book itself. But I know what's going on in the story. I just tend to forget the story arc. Does that make sense? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't have to. By the way, it's on a t-shirt. You can buy it on my Redbubble page. Total self-promotion. Shameless. Anyway, really digging the cover art here too. This is a variant cover, so yeah. And digging the story arc. Even though I just said I forgot what the title of the story arc is. But I know what's going on. It's like Norman has the Carnage symbiote. Also, the last issue ended on a hell of a cliffhanger, and I'm really curious to see where it goes from there. Up next is Green Lanterns. This is the Ghosts of the Past storyline. This is actually the beginning of the story. The last issue ended, I wouldn't say anticlimactic, but it kind of left something to be desired. And if you guys read the last issue, you probably know what I'm talking about. But God, this is the week of cover art. I'm telling you, because this cover art is really good. You know, that might be the theme of this week's installment. There's no themes in these in my comic book hauls. I just made that up on the spot. Don't judge me. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this comic book. This story looks like it's going to focus heavy on Jessica Cruz, and I'm okay with that. Jessica Cruz is one of my favorite Green Lantern characters, so yeah, give me a storyline that heavily involves her, and I'll read it. And the great cover art continues. Astonishing X-Men number 10. This one is very pink, the cover on it. But besides cover art, this is a cool comic book, really cool storyline. A man called X. Curious to see if this is this the conclusion? Who knows? We'll find out. But in any case, it has been really awesome so far. Really cool. Highly suggest picking it up if you're an X-Men fan. Speaking of X-Men, All New Wolverine, number 33. This is the beginning of the Old Woman Laura storyline. And you look at that suit. It looks like a mix of like Tron and Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Is that just me? Because I'm really getting a Tron and Baraka from Mortal Kombat vibe. Still looks really cool. I'm curious to see what that's supposed to mean though. Old Woman Laura. She doesn't even look that old on that cover. Then again, I think she has Wolverine's like healing factors, so she might age like he did. He aged very slow, so she might too. I guess I'll find out one way or another. Up next is Spider-Man, Miles Morales, number 239. This is the Sinister Six Reborn storyline. I'm not sure if this is the conclusion or if this is like just a continuation. Really great cover art here. Definitely has me curious. And this has just been an overall really great story. Brian Michael Bendis is still on the name of this. Speaking of Brian Michael Bendis, last week I mentioned Jessica Jones. You know, the long goodbye or something. And I was right. That is actually the last issue of Jessica Jones. At least till August. There's supposed to be a new creative team. And Bendis also wrote this really long like goodbye letter. Apparently he's working on a character for DC that's similar to Jessica. So that's really cool. It was a really good long letter. I suggest you guys read it. It was really awesome, really informative, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how he does at DC. I hope he does well. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Marvel does with Jessica Jones from here on out. There's also a really funny like insight to what the future holds for Jessica. I'm not going to say what it was. You'll have to find out for yourself. But anyway, back to this. Really awesome storyline going on. Really awesome comic book. Any Spidey fan should definitely be picking this one up. So, yeah, not much else for me to say about it. And finally, last and certainly not least, Iron Fist number 79. This is a Damnation tie-in, which I am not picking up. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. So this is probably going to be a bit of a blur for me, and by that I mean I'm not going to know what the hell's going on. I can always just watch it on YouTube, see if Damnation's any good. So anyway, guys, those are my pickups for the week. So I want to know, what are some of your pickups for the week? Whatever you're picking up, throw them in the comment section below. What did you think of some of the comic books I picked up? No spoilers for any of them, please. I'm asking nicely. Yeah, let's get a conversation going. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to check out my social media links, my Facebook page, my Twitter page, and my Instagram. Links to all that is in the description below. Also, check out my Redbubble page if you want to buy any merchandise. That really helps me out, and I appreciate it. Link to that is also in the description below. Have a great day, guys. If you're not having a great day, I hope it gets better. Until next time, I'm Justin Crumley, and this is Cujo Productions, signing out.